Spaghetti. We're live.
Livey live.
Livey live. Look at all these people already. Love these folks.
Right?
We got
it's too damn hot outside,
Yeah. What kind of monster would go outside in this weather?
It's 58 degrees
a monster
in Portland,
who owns
so.
a pool like this gal.
Swamp monster.
Let's see. Trevor's here. Delph's here. William. Dave Schuster.
Tony's getting a lot of birthday messages, even though he's not here.
Happy birthday, Tony.
Everybody take your birthday messages that you're leaving here and go leave them on his Facebook page so that when he's all hopped up on Mountain Dew later on.
Did he say what he was doing today special for his
I believe he's going to his first bar.
Oh, I know what he's doing.
He said
Are you serious?
family stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's he's going to a fucking
A fucking? He's
baptism.
going to a fucking.
Yeah, he's going to a baptism.
I just thought,
Same difference. Same difference.
I just thought that was more Utah County stuff. Oh well,
Okay, does that sound better?
yeah, you sound perfect.
Okay.
You sound like a crisp, sudden afternoon rainstorm coming through the valley.
Crisp Mountain Dew coming through the mic.
Yeah.
I am attending a fucking.
I call Tony every once a week, and we just talk about stuff.
No.
Wow. What's it like using phones?
Yeah, why are you calling?
Well, because I like to talk to people.
He does.
I like to talk to one person, apparently.
So are you the one that talked Tony into going to this fucking?
I said, you gotta check out a fucking, dude. Like,
Just
they're
just take that flamingo down and or that pineapple off the wall and go to a fucking.
Yeah, I've been to a fucking bunch of times. It's good times. There's a quiche. There's the charcuterie.
You never go to a fucking that has a quiche. Yeah.
Or a charcuterie.
Yeah.
Charcuterie boy.
right.
You really
touch
don't
any-
want to. You don't want egg and dairy products at a
Oh
fucking.
boy.
I don't want any of that.
Don't want like a cheesecake
No, that's
or like an angel food cake.
No,
Need
that's
some
in the
almonds
kitchen.
for the protein.
that's in the kitchen for the fucking. The fucking
Beth
and
is-
the other stuff.
Beth is here too.
And sometimes I wonder why our viewership only goes up incrementally every week.
What do you think the food situation was at HeroGasm? No, nobody, no takers.
I know.
A lot of A-Train's energy drink.
Oh, and Jim, thank you for pointing this out in our commentary. Jim says that he liked the hamburger review and the Universal Studio review. I wanted to make sure that Jay and Rebecca saw that because we posted your the video you and Kat did at Universal Studios during the week, and the hamburger review that Tony and Rebecca did, and they actually started picking up traction, and people are really excited to see that stuff. So that's just my gentle way of saying do more because it's amazing.
Well, good news, Jim.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you for that. And I literally 5 minutes before we started the show, I uploaded my Dollywood ride review, and I made some of the music. I'm produced my own little music. So I got a little bouncy little guitar tracks and little feel good music. Check it out when you can.
Nice. Check it out.
Shall we begin?
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Somebody's talking.
It hasn't been 5 years. We're not on schedule. We've got 2 years left. Damn it.
No.
God, don't even joke. It just gave me the heebie-jeebies.
I know.
All right. Are we rolling? We good?
We're rolling.
We are rolling. Okay.
We're rolling.
Here we
Right.
go.
Oh, wait.
Rolling.
Before you clap.
Yep.
Before you clap. This is going to be the week we go the whole show without a copyright strike. So
Challenge
I'll fix that for you.
accepted.
I'm gonna
no.
No,
I will-
I'm gonna do all original music.
I will seriously boot each and every one of us off this channel and just have a blank screen for 90 minutes if I have to.
Okay, here's 30 seconds of Christmas shoes.
Oh, I
Sir,
think I wanna
wanna
listen-
buy these
Oh, boy.
shoes from my mama, please.
Sing it, girl.
I think I'm going to play some Air Supply real quick.
Oh boy.
I think I'm gonna play Blade over and over in the background.
Now, I didn't think a 1977 skit on SNL would get a copyright strike. Literally the strongest, most
NBC is
aggressive.
extremely litigious
Oh my God! Like the strongest copyright strike we have ever seen since we started doing this weekly. Like usually they're like, "Oh yeah, no problem." We sent them a fair use thing, and they're like, "Fair what?"
That is the power of Lorne Michaels Broadway media right there.
No, we just want you to understand in the marrow of your bones that really obscure Carrie Fisher skit from 1977 is, that could take
They
off.
are extremely litigious.
Yeah.
No, you can't use that. No.
Especially with SNL stuff. It's so weird. Like, there are certain SNL sketches that you just cannot find anywhere.
You don't fuck with Lorne Michaels. Man.
I mean, seriously, Carrie didn't remember that sketch. That's how I know it was obscure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember most of that shit. All right, let's
Maybe
go.
I'm just like an SNL historian or something.
Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Hi. Oh, look at everyone. Look at everyone.
Hi.
Oh,
Smiling souls.
let's meet our panel. Look at those shoulders on Jay. Freshly moisturized.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Freshly moisturized. Jay Whitaker, everybody.
Hey,
Yeah.
what's going on? I don't have adequate lighting in my room, but like you can't see how moist my shoulder. Hold on, let me do this.
I can
think we
see it.
can see.
All right, yeah, that's better light. Ooh, baby, kill him with the shoulders. Kill him with the shoulders. What's up, everybody? My
Not a
name is
damn
Jay
thing
Whitaker.
can land on those shoulders.
Is that shea butter? What is that?
It's Palmer's. That's for damn sure. So real quick, I'm gonna be at Mic Drop Comedy Club in San Diego. So if you are in San Diego, August 11th and 12th, please come see me there. Start buying tickets. Go to micdropcomedy.com. It's a brand new club. If you are in the San Diego area, this is a wonderful club. It's awesome, and they're giving me an opportunity. July 8th, I got some shows coming up. I'm gonna be at the Norwood Theater. There's just a lot of cool stuff. Go to itsjaywhitaker.com, and I appreciate. I'm gonna come out with some butt lotion. How about that? Y'all better buy it.
I'll buy it. I'll support
Okay,
it.
that was weird, awkward silence.
I'm applying it right now. You can't see.
Hey, Carrie, I hope the Club Norwood he's
Oh my
performing
God.
at's better than the one we used to go to every once in a while.
Oh, he remembers the Club Norwood. He's Shannon Barneson, everybody.
Yay.
And I can't even say what that guy used to say because we'll get in trouble with YouTube right now. Huh?
The Norwood. We go to the Norwood.
That's where the pee is at. Man, I used to just have sex with all these ladies out in the van, out there.
Pick him up at the Norwood.
Fuck them up at the Norwood.
Okay. I'm sorry, yo. My dog just tried to hump. My dog just tried to hump my leg.
Oh,
Oh,
Well, it's probably been,
let's
It's
go.
the
you
butt
hear,
cream.
you hear that voice Shannon was using. How could you not want to hump
Is
a leg?
that what's your butt cream? Never mind. All right.
I can't even remember that guy's name. He was odd.
He was weird. Lee George Cade, everybody. Lee George Cade is here.
Hi. So, I found out this week that I have not been living the life of a character in an erotic thriller. After all, I just get confused easily. But-
After
Are you
all,
sure? This is
After
the
all.
butt cream
what do you
talk
mean
that we just
after
did?
all?
well, I was pretty convinced for a couple weeks. It turns out I just have really vivid dreams. Anyway, that landed like a sack of concrete. I'm really excited about it.
We should get 3 seconds of awkward silence after you said butt lotion.
Everybody's just imagining the marketing campaign.
Okay.
That's all.
I use it too.
Grimley's on Instagram. I've been posting lots of pictures of miniatures, which is actually getting noticed by some of the companies that produce those miniatures. So someday soon, someone's going to ask me if they can use their pictures without payment for their marketing.
And you'll be there.
Oh, I will. So make sure to tune in so you can watch the meteoric rise of, can we use your art for exposure?
She's got a pool. She's fine with the hot weather. She's Rebecca Frost. Everyone.
Yeah, I'm a little summer baby. I love the summer. Give me them hundo
Can
degree
you show us
temps.
what your shirt says?
What does it say? Midsummer. Oh, there we go. That's
So
My
sad.
most favorite shirt of all time has arrived. I, unlike Jay, have the opposite of a skin routine.
got to get on that, Rebecca.
I have gone to bed every night this week without washing my face, and
You are over 30. You cannot do that anymore.
Right.
I
here,
have very
Rebecca.
good skin, though. I have
Rebecca,
Yeah, you
really
do.
good
Rebecca, stop. I want you to know. I stopped washing my face. I'm only 35 years old. Look what 5 years of not washing my face did to me.
skin. Turned you into Alec
Get-
Guinness.
Get back on.
Hello there.
Now that.
Wait, you don't wash your face?
No. I'm a monster.
I would never
You
admit
are.
that
You are
on air.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
I'm Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm
Yeah,
Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard. I'm Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis.
Right here,
That's
Rebecca.
Only if I'm stanky.
Right here. You got to be moisturizing right here.
I know. When I do moisturize, because I do moisturize, I have to lotion up every time I get out of the shower. I do make sure to
Okay,
get like.
we're gonna have a talk about this later.
Good, good.
Oh, good luck making me develop a new habit.
Our friend
Let the
Sarah
lady
is
lotion up
here.
once a week.
Hello
Yes.
from Portland.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Follow Sarah on Twitter. She's hilarious.
Thank you.
At Sarah
When
Marvelous, right?
when she's not having danger, you know,
when I'm
she's
not having danger.
she's hilarious.
Thank you. It is Goddammit Sarah on Twitter and Sarah Marvelous on Instagram.
I read the danger and I felt endangered, and I was like, I'm at no risk at all.
No
but
danger.
anyway,
You're
know,
kind
you
of
know,
danger.
you know who's not been in danger in quite some time is our host, Mr. Kerry Jackson.
Carrie.
Well, shows what you know. I keep my danger behind the scenes, and believe me.
Yeah,
it's-
okay,
Not me.
Carrie.
I throw it
Explain
out
to
there.
me, Carrie. Tell us what is a dangerous thing that you do.
I would love to.
Well, I mean, just this week I had to negotiate with my lawn guy.
Whoa!
And if
Listen,
you, well, hold on. If
he-
you met
Was
that
he holding
fucking
a
guy.
Highway to
No,
the
no.
danger line.
No, dude, this dude is nuts.
he's
This is
nuts.
the part-
Nuts.
He's
Okay,
a crazy. He's crazy, and he doesn't know his own strength, and he likes to hug me. All right.
Just
Oh, boy.
just a second, Rebecca. This is not the volume that you did for the sound check.
Do you want me to be louder? Highway.
No.
All right.
I'm trying not
Oh,
to say.
did we
please,
not introduce
please.
Shannon? Did we not introduce
We did.
Shannon?
I did
Yeah,
tell
it's
Rebecca to
We got
lower
everybody.
her.
I just
Yeah, we got
got nothing. I got nothing to say.
We got everybody. All right, let's begin. Okay. Now a lot of stories fly. When I read the story earlier in the week, I didn't have all the details. But let's talk about that $5,000 Star Wars cocktail, shall we?
I'm gonna steal the alcohol, Camtono.
So, back in the day, the first time we saw the Camtono, am I saying it right, first of all? Because it'll always be an ice cream maker to me, was in Empire Strikes Back. And there's, as they're evacuating Cloud City, there's a guy in an orange jumpsuit. His
Will
name's...
Row Hood.
Thank you. And he's carrying an ice cream maker. I'm sorry, that's what it is. And he was saving the ice cream. And I appreciate that he was saving the ice cream from the Empire. He is the hero, the true hero of Bespin.
What kind of ice cream do you think it was?
I bet it was
Not vanilla,
not vanilla.
Sherbet.
because that's the official flavor of the Empire is vanilla, and not
That's true.
not
Hey,
not
what
French,
if it's
not French vanilla.
So this ice cream maker has been in Star Wars forever because it looked futuristic. That's why they did it. Let's be honest.
42 years now.
42 years ago. So because as Rebecca points out, there can be no plot holes. They have to have an answer for everything.
Next up. You know who's next? Jeans guy.
I can't wait for that. But see, they've decided that this thing is a thing. It's a how do you say it, Rebecca?
Camtono.
Camtono. This is a Camtono, and it's essentially like a portable safe, right? I mean, is that what it is? Because I know
Yeah, because that's what it was on the Mandalorian.
on the Mandalorian, it's like a portable safe,
Like a briefcase.
yeah, like a briefcase, that kind of
It's
thing.
fireproof, so your ice cream doesn't melt.
Exactly.
Can withstand cold temperatures.
So the the internet started talking about this drink called the Kaiburr crystal, and it's served in a Camtono. And we didn't have all the information about it until somebody started doing some digging. And here's what it is. Yes, it is a $5,000 drink. All right.
I will not rest. I will not rest until I try it.
Well, here's the only place that you can get it is aboard this new Disney cruise ship called the Disney Wish. All right.
Oh, I
So
thought it was
there's-
only at the.
See, I misunderstood that as well.
But can I
It is.
make it?
Well, here's the ingredients. All right, so there's a guy who Arthur's About theme parks, which I guess is some podcast or something like that, spoke to a bartender on the ship. The galactic beverage, yes?
Now, first of all, it better be like 35 fucking gallons.
Well, it's not.
It is one cocktail.
It's well, hang on, I got the details. It is primarily made from Kaos cognac, which it also includes Japanese citrus fruit yuzu, as well as kumquat.
Now, what was that again?
Excuse me.
Sorry, I was waiting for that.
That's it?
No,
That's
there's more.
Perverts in
There's
here.
more. Now,
Quat.
the Kaiburr crystal also features Grand Marnier Quintessence, which is considerably pricier than Kaos cognac. It's a multi-component drink. It's more like a flight of cocktails rather than a single beverage. It includes shots of Pappy Van Winkle's Family Reserve 23-year bourbon, and that stuff. A single bottle of that is like close to $6,000. Just so you know.
Well, that's
Also-
stupid, too.
Also, Taylor's Fladgate Kingsman Edition, very old tawny port, which is also like $3,000 a bottle. So it's very expensive liquors.
But is it real port from Porto in Portugal?
I don't know, but all of this stuff comes served in the Camtono. Also included a bottle of sparkling wine from Skywalker Vineyards, the metal plate and cups it's served on, a Star Wars Payback, a water bottle. If you order it, your hyperspace lounge decor for your cabin is changed to hyperspace.
Fucking what?
Yeah. You also get a voucher for one guest to visit Skywalker Ranch in Marin County, California.
One person.
One person.
Can't fucking... You
But-
can't take a friend.
But
So you
can't,
have to drink this
$5,000.
entire. Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to drink this entire flight of cocktails by yourself.
What the
essentially.
fuck?
So it's in the Disney Wish in the Hyperspace Lounge. Here's the other thing about this place. The only place you can get this drink is in the Hyperspace Lounge on the Disney Wish, which boasts a maximum capacity of 50 guests at a time. You have to make reservations. And you don't get to keep the Camtono.
How much is Disney?
It opens up like this. It opens up. It goes psh, and then it steams or something like that.
So next time somebody looks at me funny when I say I bought a spaceship for Star Citizen, I'm just gonna pull up this article.
Yep.
yeah.
Here's the bummer is
That
I was
hurts
very
my
much
head.
all in on trying to try this Camtono rich people drink, but I did think it was on the fake cruise ship.
That's what I thought too, but apparently not.
Learning now that it's an actual Disney cruise ship, I would rather walk off the face of the planet.
And here's the other thing about this Disney Wish ship is it's extremely expensive. It's not like the other Disney cruises. This is like their high-end one. This is a brand new one.
I'm gonna. Oh my God, Elsa could perform for your dinner. I'm gonna try to see what I can. Adult
You know,
escapes.
there is a way you could get this drink for free, Rebecca. It involves you faking an injury at a Disney park
There you
and having
go.
only one condition. The only way I could see
I
this.
won't sue.
Oh, my knee.
I'm
My-
shutting this joint down unless I get that $5,000 drink.
Okay, the only thing. So I'm looking at the Disney Wish website, and they have like a whole thing like for adult experiences, which I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah! Like I don't want to be around kids.
Yeah.
But instead, I would rather be surrounded by Disney adults, which
No.
that sounds even worse.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
They're
These
very
are super
enthusiastic
rich
people.
ones.
I will come
So-
up with a poor man's cocktail of this and call it the Camtoni in honor of Tony's birthday.
This is Mountain Dew and
Yes.
Hooch.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday. Happy birthday, Tony.
Happy
by the
So-
way.
birthday, Tony.
I have a limited time deal for all of you in the chat right now. Those of you there, because we do the show live on our YouTube channel every Saturday morning at 11:30. So anybody that's tuned in right now, anybody who's in the chat right now, for $1,000, I'll bring you an ice cream tub filled with moonshine for $1,000.
And ice cream.
No,
Hey,
no,
What if it is?
Ah,
What if it
no
is
deal.
me,
No, and you don't-
your
and you
dear
don't get-
friend?
you don't get to keep the ice cream thing. I need it for the next thing. It's called the Geekshow Gulp, and yeah,
Stop
you, know,
it.
you get a straw. You get a straw, and yeah.
Unfortunately, it's one of those paper straws. So
I'm gonna undercut Lee. $775.
we got
okay?
a bidding war happening.
I'll bring you a chunk of ham and something stupid.
It's
All right.
too late. We've already got to take her. Egg Foo, Lee, talk to each other and make it happen.
$499. I will come to your house. I will stand over you, and I will dribble gin into your mouth like a baby bird.
He would,
It's a
too.
discount war.
I'll come to your house for free, and we'll just moisturize
It'll be
and
the
just talk. Nothing sensual or
advertise your
sexual.
new
Just,
I'm sure
product.
that's gonna go fine, Jay. You're like walking. It's like, hey, why is there an audience?
nah, man, it's just like I'm just going. Hey, let's just talk. Let's just talk about politics while we moisturize.
Dr. Paul has got it. He says butt lotion and Geek Show gulp with a ham sandwich. That's the combo.
Into it.
Thank you,
that'd
Dr.
be
Paul.
good.
$35,000.
That's
All right.
what we're,
The other
that's what we're serving
downside-
at the Geek Show Grill.
The other downside about this is you have to go to Florida to get on these cruise ships.
No.
No, certainly not.
Not going to happen. All right, let's move along to. I have to. What was the guy in Aliens 3? This is rumor control, because the geek Twitter has gone crazy with this news. It was an interview in the New York Times with Taron Egerton. All right.
Oh God, yeah.
Now, again, this is
What do you
rumor
mean? He's
control.
amazing.
Well, he is amazing. But suddenly, geek Twitter has decided that he is Wolverine. Let me clarify.
Oh. Okay.
He said
Well, me
it.
too. If we're gonna just say things.
Let me clarify. This started back a long time ago, fan casting, people saying Taron Egerton should be Wolverine. All right. Well, he's now out promoting this. What is this? I don't know what it is. He's promoting something, and he's being
Rocket Man
interviewed.
2.
Butt lotion.
Apple TV Plus series Blackbird. And they asked him, the person interviewing asked him about these fan casting rumors. Now, he did say, I have met with Kevin Feige. That's true.
I've met with Kevin Feige.
He also said, it would be fun to play Wolverine. If that ever happened, that would be fun. That doesn't mean he's playing Wolverine, okay?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but that Doctor Strange movie made all those people that put Jim from The Office as
Oh, boy,
Reed
yeah.
Richards. They're all just
Oh,
like,
they get one win, all right?
yeah.
So anyway, that's I just wanted to be rumor control on that. Hey, I could be wrong. Maybe he is Wolverine. But as of now, according to the story, you have to read it, not just the headline. He said it would be fun to play
I
Wolverine.
like him.
I like
I think
him
he'd be a
too.
great Wolverine.
Yeah, he'd be a good Cyclops.
I think he'd be a better Cyclops than a Wolverine, honestly. But
Are you guys saying that because you don't like him? Because I really like Cyclops, and I know I'm like the one person who
hate
likes Cyclops.
Cyclops.
No,
I
I-
like Cyclops.
Wait,
Everybody
I
hates
love
Cyclops.
Cyclops. I love
Hey.
Cyclops. He's a great
I-
character.
I choose Cyclops when I play that X-Men game. You know that old X-Men arcade game?
Yeah.
Remember that old one?
Rachel almost got us
Yeah.
kicked out of quarters last week for swearing at it.
That's the one I picked Cyclops for that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to pick Colossus because he just every 5 minutes. God,
All right.
So annoying.
I need Sarah and Rebecca to weigh in on this because I'm sure they have opinions. The Madam
Women's
Web,
opinions.
Yeah, I know, right? The
Forbidden.
Madam Web movie series.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, is this
I do
the?
have
Is this
opinions
the?
on this.
Is this the
I know
girl
you
that
have-
that I thought was the other girl.
Yeah, I know you have feelings, Rebecca. So Sony has added to the cast of this Madam Web series Emma Roberts, who I really like. She's in American Horror Story, and she was great in Scream Queens. She has joined the cast. They're not saying who she's playing. I would like her to be Spider-Woman, frankly.
Yes.
But yeah, this Madam Web movie is just... God, Sony, what are you doing?
The thing about this movie in particular is they keep casting people that make me go, "Oh yeah, I like them," but I don't want to see this.
Yeah.
The best headline I saw about this is what's her name?
Emma Roberts.
Robert.
Emma Roberts hitches her wagon to doomed Marvel product.
I saw that headline. That shit was
Yeah,
funny
that
as
made me
fuck.
laugh so
The
hard.
problem
That
is
shit was
the
funny as
problem
fuck.
is they have Sydney. Oh, what is her name?
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney. And with her comes a lot of audience because she's huge on Euphoria.
Oh, yeah, she's great.
But nobody knows who any of these fucking people are.
Emma Roberts.
People know who
would
Dakota
be-
Johnson
I'm
is.
talking about the characters.
Oh,
right?
well,
No,
yeah.
right.
No,
Sarah,
that's why.
what?
No, that's why you cast these people.
I'm with
Yeah,
Carrie. If she played Spider Woman, I would be into that.
I would be so into it. So you
Well,
got
'cause
I
Sydney
want
Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney to play Black Cat.
Ooh, I like that.
I do like that.
Celeste
Sorry.
O'Connor is in it. Isabella Merced, Tahar Rahim, S.J. Clarkson directs the screenplay by Matt Sazma and Burke Sharpless. But do your research about Madam Web, kids, and ask yourself, why did they do this?
Yeah.
Pause. Hold on.
With your own
written.
conclusions.
The movie's written by two men.
Oh,
okay.
yes, it
Good
is.
start.
Well,
Yeah.
unless S.J., Matt and Burke. Yeah, B-U-R-K. There you
Okay.
go. That could be a
Okay,
problem.
love to see a movie about women written by two men.
Two dudes, yeah.
Love to
nobody-
see it.
Nobody's gonna see
Maybe
it,
there's
so
some
don't worry about it.
producers.
Maybe.
Now, what it says here is that Madam Web is an elderly woman who suffered from a lifetime of blindness and many years of neurological deterioration due to
Oh, I love it
myasthenia
already.
gravis.
I love it already. Give me more, Daddy.
She compensated with her profound psychic abilities, establishing herself as a medium. This character in a movie when there's already an incredible lineup of female Spider-Verse characters that they could have gone with, as this article points out, perhaps Madam Web will tie them all together. So
No.
yeah.
I don't want this.
I just want to know why they're doing this when the opportunity to do that Paul Giamatti Rhino standalone movie is right
They
there.
will. Here's the
I'd
thing.
watch it.
Sony
I'd
has
watch it.
nothing. They're going to milk everything they have.
Oh, they have plenty. They just don't know what to do with it.
Carl,
That's exactly it.
Carl in chat said that, or no. Oh, it's Rebecca Frost in chat said that she wants us to turn off the dark movie. That Rebecca's pretty funny. She's really active in chat.
Yeah, I just want them.
Some
I just want this to be
comedian.
turn off the dark.
I just want the part where Spider-Man falls into the audience and dies.
So I'm guessing,
and a soundtrack by Bono
Yeah.
and the Edge. Yes, please.
Oh boy, nope.
I'm betting that they won't call the movie Madam Web. It'll be called something Spider-Verse, and it'll be Madam Web bringing all of these spider characters together. You know, like Ghost Spider and
More
Spider
than
UK.
true.
Just
Yeah.
bring Spider UK in.
So that
But
would be
that's-
cool.
They already did that though with Spider-Verse.
Well, yeah.
they got to come up with a new.
And now this one's for the ladies.
Yeah, went girls only.
Yeah.
This one's for the ladies. The movie tickets for this one cost an extra 75 cents because of the pink tax.
The pink tax.
By the
Right,
way,
that-
And the gold foil.
well, due to recent legislation, you'll have to come with a permission slip from your husband to see the movie.
That's true.
Or father.
Fucking don't joke though.
After these messages,
Messages.
we'll be right back.
Back.
Biggity back, y'all. I don't know why I said that.
When does Shalab show up? Nice. Hi, I'm Shalab. I'm here for the Spider movie.
All right, let's keep going. Here we go. And we're back. Okay. Next week, well, it's this week, Thor Love and Thunder opens.
I can't.
Already
wait
got
for
my
this shit.
tickets.
Have
Yes,
you
super
listened
excited.
to or I'm sorry, unless the story's about it.
No,
and I
go
won't-
ahead.
No,
ahead.
they released Mama's Got a Brand New Hammer, the theme, Natalie Portman's theme for the movie. And my man Michael Giacchino crushes it again with a phenomenal theme because I had goosebumps listening to it. It has such a range. It goes from like, oh, woo, very whimsical, like thoughtful, but then they bring in the electric guitar and then the synth and then it gets just like absolutely incredible.
Sounds like this
highly
is Rebecca
recommend-
Frost's theme, is what it is.
It was so good. It's on Spot. They released it ahead of the movie, and so I highly suggest you give it a listen.
It's out there.
Yeah, it starts off all wistful. Ow, ow.
Now, I was seeing, people talking about Christian Bale in the movie. And he plays Gore the God Butcher, who was in the Jason Aaron when he was writing it, created this. It's a great character in the comic. I hope they do it justice in the movie. They said that
I
you know,
don't like it. They changed his nose.
well, they had to because
We can have another Voldemort.
everyone said that he looks like Voldemort. They apparently did makeup tests, and they said no, he looks like Voldemort, so we just can't do that. But here's what Christian Bale said. He's not seen the movie yet, but
Do you think he's going to see it at all?
I doubt it. He said, I got to work with Peter Dinklage. That's not in the final film, but he was fantastic. I got to work with Jeff Goldblum. He's not in the final film either. As you see, a lot of stuff ends up on the cutting room floor, even though it's beautiful, brilliant stuff. So,
Gosh, story.
interesting.
So Christian Bale is also he's doing the tour circuit, right, where he's
Yeah.
doing all these interviews. And I saw a clip today that was just peak cinema, where the interviewer asked him, if you had to put a rat in your mouth, would you do it face first or butt first?
Oh, boy.
And Christian Bale just sits there, and you can see him being like, what did I agree to?
Why am I here? Then Feige is out talking about this movie as well. And in a press conference, he suggested that there are still plenty of other incarnations of Thor we have yet to see. He said, quote, there are these things called comic books that we have a lot of stories in them. And that's where all of our stories come from. So if the question is, have you told all the great horror stories from the comics and movies? The answer is no. There are lots of them. I think he meant Thor stories. I've always said our interest in making additional stories is somewhat about continuing the character. I'm almost entirely about continuing the experience with the actor and being able to see. And conversely, Hemsworth said, I'll play this character anytime. I love this character. So if they want to make another Thor movie, they will.
Well,
Is he the new Hugh Jackman?
Well, and Thor's one of those characters that that an actor can age with too, because they could just start telling stories from old Thor.
Oh yeah,
when he's king of Asgard, so that works. Let him play it until he doesn't want to lift anymore.
So yeah, it opens this Friday. We got to look at. I know we've all been waiting for this because we all love this show. Season 3 of Harley Quinn, the animated series.
Yes.
We got to look at that. It's been, over 2 years since the season 2 finale.
Wow!
But it ended with Harley and Ivy sharing a kiss.
Riding off into the sunset.
Yes, and so they're going to start season 3 as a couple. So that's very cool. It is the Eat, Bang, Kill tour, it says here. Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy return to Gotham as the new power couple of DC villainy, along with their crew King Shark, Clayface, Frank the Plant. Harlivy is their couple name. They strive to become the best version of themselves while working towards Ivy's long-desired plan of transforming Gotham into an Eden paradise. Okay. July 28th.
Awesome.
Ivy's not
Into
the
it.
villain. Like,
No.
No, certainly not.
No. And there's a line in the trailer, if you go watch it, about Lex Luthor shitting his pants. Just so you know.
There is not one thing wrong with that show.
Same.
No one.
I agree
the
with you. Shannon.
preview,
Perfect.
the preview for this next season is so funny. James Gunn makes an appearance.
Yeah.
One of my favorite lines that they say is that Harley says, she's like, we've been doing a lot of banging.
Clayface turns into a chair and says, James Gunn, sit on my face.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's a good month for shows coming back for a new season because we've got What We Do in the Shadows in 10 days.
Yes.
That's true.
Cannot wait.
That is true. New shows coming. The Russo brothers and Millie Bobby Brown are teaming up for The Electric State. Let's see. So, she is working with them. Christopher Marcus, Stephen McFeely, they're writing the script. It's an expensive project. I think that Millie Bobby Brown said, I need a truckload of money. The project was set up at Universal, and they said, "Ooh, too much." The new budget is north of $200 million, according to sources. So Netflix will spend the money when it feels like it needs to. The story centers on an orphan teenager who traverses an American West that is reminiscent of a retro future with a sweet but mysterious robot and an eccentric drifter in search of her younger brother.
It's all based off of art from Simon Stollenhag, who did.
He's great.
Yeah, I've got a book. He did Tales from the Loop, which was a limited series recently. So.
They're going to start shooting in October, but the story sounds good for Millie Bobby Brown because, she won't want to travel too far across the country because she might fall off the edge of the earth at some point. No one knows she's a flat earther. Nobody knows that.
I thought you were gonna set it up that she was gonna run into Drake.
I thought this was an upside down thing, but yeah.
She's a flat earther.
That justify. I cannot stand her, and I did not know she was a flat earther. So this makes a lot of sense.
She's a nice kid. Eventually, somebody will manage to get her away from her parents, and they'll start saying things like, "This is called the curvature of the Earth."
God, I hope.
Or someone put her on a plane, maybe. I don't know.
Another trailer that we got, and I'm looking forward to this project. This sounds like fun. This is going to be on Prime Video July 29th. It's called Paper Girls.
Yes.
It's an adaptation of Brian K. Vaughan and Cliff Chiang's graphic novel.
It's really
on
good.
Image, right?
Extremely good.
Yeah. And they've shot it. It's ready to go. And it's a time travel mystery that... It's girls from 1988, I want to say.
Yeah, it's mid-late 80s.
My birth year.
Are transported, after Halloween, are transported to 2019. And they run into their older selves. And the reason I'm excited about this is because Ali Wong is one of the leads.
Oh, nice.
She's hilarious. I love her. But it's kind of a Stranger Things Yellow Jackets kind of a feel to it. So go and watch the trailer for Paper Girls, and I think you'll be interested in seeing this.
I would say Brian K. Vaughan's one of the few men who should be allowed to write women.
I'll allow it. It.
And he's always got the best ideas.
The
man's just insanely talented.
Very talented. Another TV show that is on the way. They're casting it right now, and Lee wasn't aware of this. They're doing a Godzilla spin-off live-action TV series. on Apple TV.
Is Godzilla going to be in it?
Well, yeah. I don't know how you do that every week.
I can't wait to see who they cast as the kid that's really into Godzilla that they focus the show on 95% of the time.
Well, that's what you got. It's Kiersey Clemens from The Flash. You've got Anna Sawai from Pachinko. Ren Watabe, Joe Tippett, Elisa Lasowski. It's a whole cast, but it says it follows one family's journey to uncover its buried secrets and a legacy linking them to the secret organization known as Monarch.
I thought you were going to say linking them to Godzilla. How does that happen?
Well, you remember the old Godzilla cartoon? There were kids on that, and
on that boat. Yeah, and there was Godzuki.
Yeah, and Godzuki.
I'm sorry, I tuned out for a second. Did you say linking them to the Monarch? Is this that Venture Brothers crossover that I've been waiting
for? The Mighty Monarch.
Yeah.
Here's the reason that I'm interested in this, because it doesn't sound like it's going to work, but the only reason I think it might work is because it was co-created by Chris Black and Matt Fraction. Now, Matt Fraction, he can do shit. He knows his stuff. So
Matt Fraction or Matt Shackman?
Matt Fraction.
The comic book guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because Matt Shackman is also involved.
Could I have a typo here?
How do they keep that straight? I mean, in a meeting, somebody says Matt, and they both go, what?
Oh, it says they're both on board. Okay, Matt Shackman is directing the first two episodes. Okay.
Because I love Matt Shackman.
Too many Matts.
Too many Matts. Too many Matts.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I like Shaq Matt Man.
He's craft services.
Crack Shack.
That's actually when they go into negotiations, they go into their mecha Shaq Matman form.
So it's co-created by Chris Black and Matt Fraction. Matt Shackman is directing the first two episodes and executive producing.
Too many Matts. Too many.
I just want to tell the chat right now that if you all tell your moms we're on, we can get over our record viewers concurrently. We're at 55 right now. Like, just go tell 5 of your moms to hop on. And
tell your moms.
Does it count if I'm one of them?
Oh, look at this! Look at this! I say that, and we drop one.
Oh.
Well, he ran.
Fuck you, you shills.
He ran to get his mother. Let's see.
Mother, Geekshow
Now
is
here-
on the telly.
Now, here's a show coming to Netflix, and I'm just interested because of the plot and the cast. It's a new Greek mythology series on Netflix. Now,
Greek mythology girls unite.
Oh my
All right.
God, I'm in. Oh, yo, I'm in.
so here it is. Hugh Grant has been cast as Zeus. Yeah,
Shut up. What?
I'm out.
Hugh Grant is Zeus.
Grant.
I'm out. I'm out.
I'm
Hold
into
it.
it.
Goes
Wait,
my
He's all blinky as fuck.
I may bring you back with the rest of this cast. Janet
well,
McTeer.
Yeah, that's
It's gotta,
exactly.
it's gotta be something else.
All right, Janet McTeer as Hera. David Thewlis as Hades.
Oh, who I love him.
Oh, not Ares. The
Nope.
man is so adept at playing Ares, though.
Cliff Kurtz as Poseidon. Killian Scott as Orpheus. Naban Rinzwan as Dionysus, and Misia Butler as Canius in Kaos, the new Greek mythology series. Here's the story. Zeus wakes up one morning to discover a wrinkle in his forehead.
Love this.
Hey, me too.
Okay.
I'm there, all right?
Love this.
I'm so very horny right now. I think I'm going to turn into a.
Well,
turn into a-
Hera, okay, Hera, listen,
Neurosis sets in, setting him off on a dangerous paranoid path. He becomes convinced his fall is coming and starts to see signs of it everywhere. Zeus's once reliable brother Hades, the god of the underworld, is secretly also losing his grip on his dark dominion. There is a backlog of dead waiting to be processed, and they are growing restless. Hera, queen of the gods, exercises dominion on Earth and over Zeus in her own unique way, but her power and freedom become threatened by Zeus's growing paranoia, and she is forced to act, while Zeus's rebellious son Dionysus is out of control and on course for a cosmic collision with his father. It's a comedy.
Okay.
Probably
Yeah,
does
okay.
not look like a comedy.
I'm interested.
I'm not
you-
interested.
You've got Billy Piper, you got Stanley Townsend, a whole bunch of British actors.
Billy
I'm looking at the
Piper.
cast and I'm like, all right, fuck.
Give it a
Fine.
shot.
Yeah,
I'll give
all
it a
right.
shot when it comes
Whatever,
around.
yeah.
I just
Look
like
for it.
I like my gods to be more sure of themselves, and like when Hugh
Instead-
Grant is,
Oh, I love an insecure god. Are you
Yeah,
kidding
like-
me? Miracle
Okay, fair.
workers. I wish Tony was here. Tony. and I
Let's
could talk about
consider
miracle
the
workers.
Matthew McConaughey transformation from failure to launch to True Detective. Let's go.
Failure to Launch was
Hugh Grant,
that
though.
movie was just fine. You
Hugh
leave
Grant.
Sarah Jessica Parker, Terry Bradshaw, and Matthew McConaughey alone. That movie got me through some dark
I'm leaving him
times.
alone. I don't
Hugh
know.
Grant can do serious stuff too. Like he
Oh, yeah,
is
he's a
known for doing very funny
stutterer.
stuff. But then he did that one divorce show where he killed a lady, right?
Whoa.
Oh, I don't know.
That's right.
Anyway.
I saw
Nicole
that. I
Kidman,
saw
she's
that.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
saw
think
that.
the best
Not
thing
Hugh
he's
Grant.
done lately, though, is those year-in review specials for Netflix where he plays the old white guy who doesn't understand why people are upset
Yeah.
about anything.
Not
So
Paddington
nice.
2.
What was the name of that thing with Nicole Kidman that he was? Because
I'm telling you, I don't know.
he
The
was-
divorce, the coat. That's
I
all.
can't remember. He was good in
Oh.
it, though. Is
Yeah.
the thing. He was really good in it. Anyway, after these messages, we'll be right back.
I literally cannot remember the name of that show.
Just
Yeah,
Google.
it's a forgettable
The
name.
Undoing. It's The Undoing.
The Undoing. Yeah.
I literally only remember words like divorce and coat because Nicole Kidman wears a coat
The
that I
divorce
really
coat
like.
would have been a good movie name, though.
Divorce code
I like it.
coming soon on QB.
Divorce coat.
The Gentleman. He was really good in The
Quibi?
Gentleman.
Yeah.
Quibi.
Oh, I just. What are you saying, Anastasia? You're wearing your mother's divorce coat. Is this something you're trying to tell me?
Did you kill that woman?
Did you? Were you wearing your mother's divorce coat when you murdered her? You should wear your mother's murder coat. Get
Oh,
it
no.
straight.
All right, we ready?
Locked and loaded.
Here we go. And we're back. Okay. More on this Disney cruise ship, The Wish.
Oh, God.
Boy. More-
This is.
more
There's
than
one
it.
more thing apparently that has been noticed. When you go to, I can't. Let me see if I can. The Marvel Studios Dinner Theater Show.
No. Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, I know, right? Actors from the films virtually reprise their roles for an in-universe dining experience. where cruisers get a curated themed meal and some banter over key battle against a particular purple mad titan. Okay, so there's Ant-Man and the Wasp, Paul Rudd, and they're there on screen, and the topic at hand is why Ant-Man didn't attack Thanos from. Well,
yeah, I saw this.
Oh, goodness
over
gracious.
dinner. We're talking about this over dinner.
Over dinner, yes.
Not
So
table talk.
here's what Paul Rudd says as Ant-Man. He says, "Let me address the elephant in the room. I've heard a lot of chatter out there asking why I don't shrink down, go in, and kill Thanos in a really creative way."
I'm eating my $75 salmon.
Yes. First of all, gross. Secondly, it's much more complicated than that. Allow me to explain. At that point, Evangeline Lilly interrupts him and says, "We don't."
It was well done. It was well done.
Meanwhile, this old 75-year-old grandma's like going, "What's happening?"
I don't know what's happening. Avengers Quantum Encounter is what it is called. It continues to include multiple course dining experience that gets to draw on its own slice of the cinematic universe, with appearances from Anthony Mackie as Cap, Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, Iman Vellani as Ms. Marvel. So they're all there.
I will not understate. I would love to be a famous Marvel actor and be in Marvel movies. The thing I don't want to do is this shit. I don't want to have to record things on my downtime for Disney cruise ships.
Everybody's included in that except some of the original Avengers, because they didn't include that in their contracts, like Robert Downey Jr. I mean, I've told the story on the show before when they had this thing where they wanted RDJ to voice something at Disneyland. You don't even have to show up. It'll be a guy in a suit, but we want your voice. And it's just a matter of reading a paragraph, right? Mr. Downey Jr.'s accountant said he doesn't step into that booth for less than $1 million.
Whoa.
And that's
Some good contracts.
and even Disneyland said, "Oh no, we're not. We'll just get a voice actor. We'll get a."
I think Dr. White may have found a new sponsorship opportunity for Jay Whittaker's butt cream, though.
There we go.
If Ant-Man really wants to get in there for that tight, hard-to-do work, you need some patented
boy.
Whittaker's butt cream.
That's right. Yo, if Ant-Man can't, man, I can. Let's do it.
These Disney cruise ships are starting to sound like the Vegas annex of entertainment.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay. Final story, and then we'll find out what you guys are consuming. We got to raise a glass to Joe Turkel. I know. This is just for me. He is.
That was like every.
This is
Oh, I know
this
who
is
that is.
this is Lloyd the bartender from The Shining.
He's not already dead?
Among other things.
Among other things, he did a
Looks
lot of
dead
stuff.
here, and this was 40 years ago.
He's the ghostly bartender. He was
He's
also
a ghost here.
he was also now hang on. He did other things. He was in Blade Runner.
Where he played a dead guy.
he was the head of the big corporation in Blade Runner. He was
He was Tyrell.
He was Tyrell.
Yeah.
He also was in Paths of Glory. He was in a lot of stuff. But for me, he was in Roger Corman's The St. Valentine's Day Massacre in '67.
Right, where he played a really old guy.
Yeah. But for me, he'll always be the best goddamn bartender from here to Timbuktu.
Can you imagine? You're in a movie in 1980 where everybody remembers you as that really full old fucking guy, right? And then here it is, 2022.
He's still in
And Carrie's like, "Hey, remember that really old fucking guy?"
Some of this is just for me. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's find out what you all consumed this week. What?
Is there a Slim Whitman picture you want me to get in there for you, Carrie?
Someday. That's what killed the Martians, Anyway, let's find out what you've been consuming. That joke lost on Rebecca because she didn't see Mars
I'm sorry.
Attacks.
I wrote down some notes about the thing I watched this week, and so I
go
was
ahead.
looking at my notes.
You start.
I saw one thing this week, and it was the Elvis movie.
You went to see that. Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
How was
Baz
it?
Luhrmann is back, baby, in
I want to see
a
this so bad.
dizzying and electrifying musical romp that, much like Elvis's life, is very exciting in the first half and then crawls to a slow, dragging end.
On the toilet.
Yeah. There, it got to a point where I was like, wow, when does he die on the toilet? Can we wrap this up?
Oh, no.
See, that's the thing, is that apparently we don't get that in the movie. Spoilers, sorry.
So Elvis, both in real life and in this movie, is ruined by Tom Hanks.
Oh, yeah. Colonel Tom Parker is a piece of shit.
Colonel Tom Parker, big piece of shit. Tom Hanks, I'm not sure exactly what he's doing. I think they just kind of let him show up and try his best.
They're like,
And-
well, I thought I was. Say, son, say. I thought I was here for Foghorn Leghorn.
See, not even that.
No.
I am told
Oh,
that
no.
Colonel Tom Parker has a very stereotypical Foghorn Leghorn Southern accent.
Yeah, I
But what
could not
Tom
take it
Hanks,
seriously.
what Tom Hanks chooses to do is not that.
Oh boy.
Because he wasn't from the South. He was from another country.
Nobody knows. Well, he Dutch, like the Netherlands, I believe. But
Yeah.
it's like a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I
So
did
he's
learn
a
a lot.
bumpkin artist.
I
Yeah.
did learn a lot about Elvis. The kid who plays Elvis, Austin Butler, he's phenomenal. He did his research, and apparently he even hung out with Priscilla Presley, and Priscilla Presley gave him the seal of approval and said that he crushed it.
Nice.
The music makes some interesting anachronistic choices, like Doja Cat, the Backstreet Boys, and
Okay.
Britney Spears all
One of
show
these
up.
ones. Okay.
It's a Baz Luhrmann. That's the thing. It's a Baz Luhrmann movie.
Yeah,
and I
true.
don't
That's
know
true.
that Baz Luhrmann movies work in the year 2022 because the first 20 minutes of the movie is nonstop. And I was like, Baz, you gotta slow down, my guy. Like, we need time
Yeah.
to process what's happening, and he doesn't.
I need three things in my Elvis movie, and this is all I care about. Elvis meeting Nixon and saying that I want to be a special agent for you to bust people.
No.
I wanted him shooting the television. We don't get that, apparently. And I want him dead on the toilet. And we don't, get any of those things.
Three
You
strikes
don't get
and
any
you're
of
out.
these things.
It's like
You know.
those are like
Yeah.
the Stations of the Cross.
Do they address about how he took all these wonderful black artists and ripped them off? Is that addressed?
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, but they also do really emphasize, like, he grew up in these areas where black people were forced to live, and so he does owe a lot of his success to these influences and inspirations. But they do treat the songs like, hey, everybody just sings these, but I'm gonna make money off of them, and that's what happens. I did not know. So I knew Elvis was like, I going to armies. You should go to army. And I thought it was very much like an America thing. No, he was sent to army
Personally believed
for
it.
making women too horny. And so they were like, you either go to army or you go to jail. And they made him go to army.
I'm going to Army, mother.
Whereas they tried to do the same to Muhammad Ali, but not for making people horny, just for being amazing. And he said, come fucking fight me.
The movie focuses a lot, like a bonkers amount, of how Elvis has this superpower of
To make
making women just cream themselves, like right then and there.
That's
and
not
they're like,
inaccurate,
Elvis,
though.
Elvis, don't you
gambit
wiggle?
with a
And he's like,
guitar?
but I want to wiggle.
No, I remember my mom and dad talking about this. Like, my grandmother was completely freaked out about Elvis anytime he came on because, like, no one had seen that before.
Felt that before.
In white, right. Like, she had never actually known that you could feel things. And so,
She's like, wait, men's hips move?
It's I had no idea. It's funny watching this in the year 2022 because, like, what do I know? People are wiggling all over the place. But
Bunch
back
of
in
perverts
19,
everywhere.
but back in like 1950, they're like, "Don't you dare fucking wiggle!"
Don't you
And he's
open-
like, "I just want to wiggle," and they're like, "Don't do it." And then
I'm
he's
a
like,
wiggle.
"I'm gonna wiggle,"
wiggle,
and riots,
wiggle, Bubba.
literal riots.
wiggle.
I never loved Elvis, but
Same.
yeah.
Yeah, like it was. I enjoyed the first half of it. I didn't care for the second half of it. So,
right.
but I feel like Baz Luhrmann. I mean, I don't know. It's a Baz Luhrmann movie.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay. Is that it for you?
Yeah, that's all I watched.
Okay. Jay, what have you consumed this week?
I got to make up for the last 2 weeks because unfortunately I missed y'all because I was on my
That's
flight.
right. You were on
I had back
assignment.
from Tennessee. My goodness! First of all, I want to just get right out the gate and say I had the pleasure to be in Knoxville, Tennessee for about a week, and go to Dollywood. Go to Dollywood if you can. If you can, this is my second time going. The first time I went was 10 years ago before I met y'all, and I will tell you right now, it's fucking awesome. It is like imagine Old Town Disney where it's like all. The country part, but it's like no cartoons, none of it's like watching Dumbo without the racism. It's like it's good. It's clean. It's wholesome and it's me. I love birds, so there's a huge like bald eagle sanctuary, like open air sanctuary. So they have all these bald
In
eagles.
Dollywood?
Yeah, it's
That's
really
amazing.
fucking cool. They have the red-tailed hawks, they have black vultures, they have like owls. It's a great, and some of the best, like there's some great roller coasters on there. Thunderhead, Wild Eagle, one of my favorites. This is one of my favorite roller coasters ever. I rode it 5 times back to back. I did Mystery Mine. Best part was Dolly Parton was at the park that day, but we had just missed her because she was there to promote her new resort. But when after she left, I was nearby. After she
You felt
left,
her aura.
I totally did. After she left, there was like no one in the park, so all the rides which are really good coasters, 0 minute wait.
Nice.
I promise you,
Nice.
like it was so awesome. And so we were only there for like 4 hours, but we did all the rides. Lightning Rod is amazing. They got this one ride that it shoots you up on a electromagnet. So you know how usually on roller coasters you have a slow climb? No, they have electromagnets that just shoot you up and then you just fucking go. It's pretty
That's
awesome.
a no for me. That's
Yeah, it's a hard no.
It's awesome. And then you go sideways for a minute. It's I don't know, some of the best coasters in the world. And then they have cinnamon bread that you have to have.
Jesus Christ.
It's like
into it.
it's so fun.
Do they have cocktails? They have cocktails?
No, you can't drink there, but you can walk around with cinnamon bread and a turkey leg and get the meat sweats and go look at
like a
bald
run
eagles.
fair?
It's just basically a dope ass state fair. It's a good
I
time.
love it.
I'm all about turkey legs, dude.
Yeah,
I'm right there
dude.
with you on that.
Turkey legs
Dude.
and Dolly. That's all I
Yeah.
need.
Yeah,
All right.
it's really good. I started watching. I'm a little late to the show. I don't know if people watch this, but it's on Amazon Prime. If you haven't seen it, Legend of Vox Machina.
Oh,
Stuff
yeah.
I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah,
People who like Critical Role love this show.
And see, that's the thing. I had no idea what this was. I just came in. I love me some animated shit, and I was like, "This is like Suicide Squad, but for D&D, or vice versa." And it was good. I really enjoyed it, and I never heard of Critical Role before this, and I went back and did
Really?
I went back and did my research and started watching this shit on Twitch. It's so much good stuff. Like I'm a sports guy, so like but this was so good. And then back to I'm sorry, I do have some couple more if you don't mind.
That's fine.
Firefly synchronization. I had a chance to hike in the Big Smoky Mountains in Tennessee, and one of the people I was there with, she's a photographer, and she invited all of us after Dollywood. We were all, we were drinking in the parking lot of Dollywood, and she's like, "You guys want to come to the Firefly synchronization? Listen, if someone in Tennessee asks you to come to the Firefly synchronization, the Firefly synchronization in the Big Smoky Mountains, do it. It's so awesome." So we went to I had to use a compass to find what our coordinates were to meet up where everyone was at. And it was so fucking cool because you get to watch all these fireflies. They get together at this time of year and they just start synchronizing, and eventually they fuck. It's cool.
So Jay, let me get this straight. You went to a fucking.
You went to a
in Tennessee.
You went to a firefly fucking.
Yeah.
You had a fucking that you had to go
yo,
to.
they was. And
This
like,
is a big event. We do it every year. Come on down to the firefly fucking.
That's right. It was, guys, so I put on some lo-fi music just to like set the
Oh,
vibe.
that sounds really nice.
And they started swirling around me like you ever seen like Goku get like his powers and shit. It was like that.
Oh, come on, Jay. It was
You go Super Saiyan?
it was the cocoa butter they were attracted to.
It was the cocoa butter.
Nice. And then Ron Funches, I saw him live. His new show is
Portland's
wonderful.
own.
Yeah.
Yep.
Portland's own. But his new hour is so good. So if Ron Funches is in your city, go see him. It's good comedy. And then let's see. I do not recommend Sport Clips at all. I had to get a haircut, and that's why I went to Sport Clips, and they fucked my shit up.
I
And
love your
do not-
optimism, Jay.
Yeah. I just don't want people to go there. And the last thing is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge on Nintendo Switch is excellent. It's an excellent game.
I've gotten so many thank yous from people who heard about it on our show and went and played it. So many.
It's so fun. And, you know, I saw this internet thread. I posted it on Facebook, a couple days ago, and I just wanted to share it with you. There's a nice Reddit theory that says Master Splinter intentionally gave the Ninja Turtles weapons opposite their individual personalities. Raphael is the most hot-headed and violent of the turtles. He wields a sai, a traditionally defensive weapon used in peacekeeping. This is to teach him patience and discipline. Michelangelo is the most scatterbrained and playful of the turtles. He wields a nunchuck, a weapon infamous for its complexity and ease of injuring the user. This is to teach him to focus and not to take combat lightly. Donatello is the most intelligent and tech-savvy of the turtles. He wields a bow, a simple wooden staff. This is to teach him creativity and making do with what he has. Leonardo is the most ethical and heroic of the turtles. He wields the katanas, the only bladed weapon of the four and most lethal by default. This is to teach him ultimately. Despite his ideals, he may be
Guys,
forced
I
to
think
take.
he's having a stroke.
He may be forced to take lives to protect the people, and must never fight battles needlessly. And so, yes, this is a theory, and I just cried real tears. It's a theory. And I got mansplained in the fucking actually, can you just let people enjoy things? Just let people enjoy things, you fucking twats.
All right. There you go. Sarah, go ahead. Tell us what you consumed this week.
Jay, that was great. I have been since Kenobi. I have been watching all of the episodes of the movies, start to finish. So I done the prequel for I've seen them
First
several times. No, certainly not. Again. But yeah, it just kind of kicked me into wanting to go back and revisit all of those. So I'm halfway through Return of the Jedi right now, and then I will be moving on to the current ones. And also, I've been playing just so much Pokemon Go. So many Pokemon. Just catching them all. So that is what I've been doing with my free time.
Excellent. Lee George Cade.
Well, most of the week I watched water documentaries because I don't actually believe the news or the government when they talk about water rights.
What about John Oliver? Did you watch John Oliver this week?
Started with John Oliver, and then I went through and watched, because John Oliver talked about the water treaty that was signed 100 years ago, where they over-exaggerated the amount of water the Colorado River generates, and that's how they... Anyway, I watched a bunch of documentaries on that, and then about halfway through the week, I was so depressed, I finally reached out to some friends in a horror forum that I belong to, and I said, look, I have been on a lifelong quest to see the worst Frankenstein movie of all time. Up until now, it has been Dracula versus Frankenstein from 1973 from Jess Franco. Please refer to me a terrible Frankenstein movie, to which I was sent a link to Jess Franco's 1972 classic, The Erotic Rights of Frankenstein, which is so terrible that people have actually spent time and money digitally covering up the nudity. It's so horrifying. Anyway, it's a terrible movie. Is it as bad as Dracula versus Frankenstein, the 1973 classic terrible Frankenstein movie from Jess Franco? Not quite, but it's pretty awful.
Okay.
I have to see this weird erotic Frankenstein movie.
Yeah,
now.
It's not erotic. That's the worst part about it. Like, there's so many
That's
times.
the bummer.
There's so many times where you're like, "Whoa, this could be really hot," and instead they like zoom in on the bird girl's eyes, and she's going,
Oh,
Well, back in that 1970, what year was it? 1972. Women, you can
Yeah.
look a woman in the eye. So
Is that everything, Lee?
"No, I mean, it's one of those Italian movies where like, no, my boobs are down here.
Okay.
Don't look me in the eye, sir, while you're talking to me." Yeah. So, yeah, that's all I watched this week because I actually watched like 22 hours of water documentaries.
Wow. Okay. Shannon.
I watched the new Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, is it good?
I couldn't finish it. It was.
I liked it. It's fucking Beavis and Butthead, you know.
can't go wrong with Beavis and Butthead.
Yes, I think you can, and they did, as a matter of fact.
I disagree, but you know, it's fucking Beavis and Butthead movie. Let's see. I started watching The Bear.
How's that?
Oh,
It's
no.
really, it is really fucking good.
Okay.
If you like that kid that played Lip, he's just
Okay,
playing,
yeah.
yeah, he's playing a nicer Lip.
Okay.
okay.
And it's still in Chicago, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll check it out.
And just wanted to let everybody know that Last Night in Soho is on HBO Max now.
Oh,
I
good.
saw that.
And
That-
I've started
that good?
watching The Boys again.
Woo!
Now, I have an odd relationship with The Boys. I liked the comic when it first came out because I love Garth Ennis. But then I was just like, this is just kind of getting gross for gross and exploitive for exploitive, right? There was no story. It was just like moving from one more gore scene to the next. And I stopped reading it after a while, right? I'm like, this is just gross and stupid. I would like to say, I rarely say this, The Boys TV show, way better than the comic book. I really like all the character developments and stuff, and it's really cool, deep story, and I'm like, ooh. But then every once in a while, I go, ooh. But then somebody crawls up a pee hole and blows it up, and then I go, oh.
Yeah.
I actually, so yeah,
All right.
Shannon, didn't you watch RRR?
I started watching it, and then it made me tired.
What's that on? Is it on something?
Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm watching that right now. See you
One
guys.
of the best movies of all time.
Made me tired.
It is a 3-hour-long movie.
Here's my list starts with The Boys as well, and the reason I want to bring it up is because season 3 of The Boys could be some of the best superhero show on TV.
Really?
It's
Yeah,
good.
the whole Homelander plot line.
It was
thing.
so scary.
Well,
It's
they've,
Yeah.
So scary.
they've just turned him into Trump.
Yeah, and
Superpowers, yeah.
and shock of all shocks, there are people who couldn't see that from the first episode, which I don't know what show you're watching because I saw it anyway.
But that's why the show's starting to get bad reviews now, is because people the dumbasses are finally realizing, hey, he making fun of our
And-
president.
Yeah, it's just some of the best superhero stuff on TV right
Easily.
now, and
And the-
you know.
And the last episode we just got left with the clip. Oh, and as soon as I saw that phone call, I was like, oh no, I know what this is.
Exactly. So watch it. This season has just been terrific. And a completely opposite show from that, Ms. Marvel, is also
so good.
so good, especially this last episode. But it's a completely different show, but it's just so delightful.
like I would watch Ms. Marvel if it wasn't even about superheroes.
Yeah.
I'm being that bad guy that I watched the first episode and then got so depressed I barely turned the TV on, so I feel shitty because I need to catch up on that really good show.
I also need to get
It's so wonderful, Lee. Really,
Yeah, I
just
love it.
I know I want to watch it so badly, but it's like every time I turn on the TV to be entertained, I just feel like shit and go watch water documentaries.
that also make you feel like
Have you tried not watching water documentaries?
Well,
just a thought.
I'm just trying to plan some things out in the near future and kind of want to be somewhere with water.
All right, but the thing that I watched that I'm thoroughly enjoying, and again, this is for me, Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. This last episode, this whole first season has been great. I mean, they're not afraid to kill people on this show.
Even the new Trek haters are loving this show.
It's just so good. I get my spaceship porn because I get this Enterprise, but then I also get this really cool cast, and they're writing it just so well.
Nice.
And it's just so wonderful. It's so wonderful to be able to go on Thursday, sit down and watch me some new Star Trek.
I agree, Carrie. I almost texted you though last week. Was that the one where they were trapped in the storybook?
That one was a week before last. Yes.
And I was like, Carrie was like, he said this gets better.
He
said this gets better.
In the end, it does.
Yeah, but that was a lot to slog through.
If you slog through it, there's a definite payoff at the end.
No, I did it. Mm-hmm. Just like I watched to the end of the finale of Smallville, like you told me to.
Oh my God.
Well, this next episode is like they saw the movie Aliens and said, let's do that.
Nice.
Let's do that, but Star Trek, and it's just so good. It's just so good.
Wait, wasn't that a ride at in Las Vegas?
Aliens,
right?
Remember when the board would come down and pick people up? Ah!
Oh yeah. But this one, trust me on this one. It's
when you say they're not afraid to kill people, do you mean like Game of Thrones enthusiasm, or like?
I mean that they've taken this, and I'm going to be vague here, and I'm sorry, but they've taken this character. They introduced this character, and I really started liking this character, and they went ahead and killed him. And I'm like, there's no coming back from that death, is there? I don't see, he's not going to, pop up and go, sorry, guys.
Is this we have his DNA matrix in the transporter, and Pike, phasers the transporter and is like, now we don't.
No.
Go destroy.
It is on my list.
Go destroy his hairbrush real quick, because we can't bring him back from that.
Exactly. It's just so good. Anyway, Tony's not here for games.
It's not here for games, no, and because Tony's not here, there are no video games.
I'll give you a game update. The only one you need to know: Stray, not out yet.
Yep.
Okay.
Star Citizen's still in alpha,
and Shredder's Revenge is awesome.
But one thing you folks can do, if you don't realize that we have a YouTube channel, you can subscribe to that to check out fresh weekly live content, which means you're getting stuff that you don't get on the weekly free podcast. The YouTube is free as well, but we keep rolling during the commercial breaks.
So there you go. Mr. B, if you would, please.
Okay. So I guess we're done, Ham. What do you want to do today? Well, we could go over to Lee's house and watch some fucking water documentaries. Sound like a way to Oh, you know where we should go? Let's go to the Norwood.
And again, fair.
All right.
Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and thanks for dashing my dreams of 60 viewers.
Next time.
Maybe next time.
Sarah tried. Sarah was promoting the hell out of her
Sarah
appearance this week.
And I
did a
thank
good
you
job.
for that, Sarah.
It's probably why we got to 56 in the first place.
I don't know. You guys have some good fans.
We'll call it the Sarah bubble. Everybody was like,
Okay. Well, I'll be
Sarah's
here
here
next week too. So we'll
The
try.
Sarah
That's right.
effect.
That's right.
I heard there's a female.
Oh my God, Sarah, have you heard that story?
No.
So, 1,000 years ago, when we first started doing this show, we had a female co-host show up on one episode, and this is in the dark, very misogynistic days of Geekshow.
Was it Lola?
And, I think it was Lola.
It was Lola,
Yeah,
yeah.
and the comment literally, somebody's like, "Who is the female?"
What do you mean, somebody?
Somebody.
It was
me.
It was like you were on the show.
You were on the show.
It was a listener.
It was a listener.
But it was like
woman.
it was like Ferengi Court was about to go into session and be like, so you allowed a woman on the show?
I think
And you allowed her to be clothed?
I think it was on our Facebook, because we put the episode up
that's
to
what it
promote
was.
it on Facebook, and it was a comment from somebody that
comment,
who
just said,
who is
female?
who is the
Or is it-
female?
So, I mean, they may have meant no harm in it whatsoever, but in my head, the voice is very,
No.
where's the female?
I mean,
Well, and then,
technically, they're not wrong.
Yeah. I love it.
No.
well, then like every time we had a lady guest on, I go, who is the female?
Yeah. And, you know, Jackie Cation was always hip to it. So
Oh,
Jackie's
Jackie.
great. I met her.
She's
Yeah.
awesome.
we had sandwiches with her.
Yeah, she's the best.
I would love to have her back on. Next time she comes through Salt Lake, we should just
Get her
Like,
on. I
yeah.
love her.
She's so funny. So incredibly funny. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. All of you folks, all of you people.
We're going to do some Patreon or something? Well, we'll talk about it with you.
Yeah.
You guys don't need to hear us talk about this stuff.
Unless you want to, in which case you subscribe to our
They would love
Patreon.
it,
We'll release our Patreon exclusive, us talking about business shit.
Yeah.
People
Yeah,
would
you
love
could learn
that.
some shit.
Business
You-
geeks.
People
You
would love
underestimate
that.
what the people will watch.
Yeah.
So, but before we go, we've been on for 14 years now. We've been doing this for 14 years, so that's like a third of my lifetime,
Well,
and I'm very, very old. So very old.
But
This
not as
podcast
old as the shining bartender.
It's yeah.
In 40 years, people will be going, "Oh, Lee Cade died while he was so old in 2022."
Well, I mean, I've been standing next to a hot microphone since '83, so
I didn't know you were attracted to microphones.
yeah. I should have said open microphone, I suppose. But
Yeah.
No, hot mic.
So for 14 years, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning
Yes.
in, for staying along. Some of you are like adults that were children when this show started, so shame on your parents for letting you
I
listen.
was a child. I was a listener.
oh, God.
and
Yeah,
and
same.
let us and let us just say this again. Going to be very vague. There are some good things coming to Geek Show.
Oh man, yeah. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say it because I'm not under contract. But the Geek Show Ramen Bar is opening in 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, that's right.
But we're not
All right.
doing special ramen. It's just like top ramen from the store.
That's all.
Heck
And
yeah.
We're
For
gonna
a
put-
we don't even
put some
cook it.
corn in it. or
We just
something.
hand it to you.
Yeah, it's ramen.
Handfuls
It's
of noodles.
it's a big thing of ramen with some tuna fish and some corn. And for $1,000, I will baby bird it right into your mouth for you.
That's okay. Can we call
just-
this bottom ramen?
we just let you eat it like a big matzo cracker, just kind of.
How did Marichan miss that for Pride Month? They could have all these companies were selling themselves with the top bottom buns for Burger King. You could have did top.
I
bottom
gotta
and
be
bottom.
I
Marshawn
just
doesn't
got
need
the bottom.
Marshawn doesn't need to promote themselves. They
gotta
know
be-
they
you
are
gotta be-
fine.
You also got to be careful when
Poverty.
you're. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I saw some 70-cent ramen at the store yesterday. I didn't know what the fuck they were thinking.
Arizona iced tea, ramen up in their prices. What the world's madness?
Dollar Tree is for $1.25. That's a goddamn shame.
Yeah.
Inflation.
All right. Thanks
All
for
right,
tuning in,
y'all.
everybody.
Thank you.
Well, bye.
Bye.